Hi, I'm Haley Ginsberg, and welcome to Ohm My Gosh Batteries. Today, I'll walk you through the pricing model I developed, and I'll show you how it compares to our major competitor and why a piecewise function is the most realistic and profitable approach. First, I looked at competitor pricing for 4, 8, 16, and 20 battery packs. Their prices show a clear trend. The price per battery drops as the pack size increases. That's because larger packs cost less to package and ship. This pattern guided every model I built. I tested two models, a linear model and a quadratic model. The linear being y equals 0.5x plus 2, which is good in the middle but doesn't capture the curve at small or large pack sizes. And then a quadratic, which is y equals negative 0.02083333x squared plus x minus 0.166667, which fits the competitor data almost perfectly within that range. At 12 batteries, the linear predicts that it'll cost $8. The quadratic predicts it'll cost $8.83, while the actual competitor combination costs $10, as seen by combining an 8-pack and the 4-pack and combining these two costs. And then at 36 batteries, the linear predicts it'll cost $20, and the quadratic unrealistically predicts it'll be $8.83, while the competitors would charge around $22 by combining these two packs, the 16 and the 20, and combining these two costs, adding up to $22. This shows that neither model works well across all pack sizes. The linear is most helpful when looking to extrapolate data, while the quadratic is more helpful when looking to interpolate. This graph shows both regressions plotted together. The red line being linear, and it doesn't bend enough for the data, and then the purple curve being the quadratic, which bends too much. Eventually, it even starts decreasing. Both break down outside the competitor pack sizes. That's why I needed a model that adjusts depending on the battery quantity. To get realistic pricing everywhere, I built a three-part piecewise function, starting with my linear line, which is y equals 0.7x plus 0.25, with a range from 1 battery up until 12 batteries. And it's very predictable and competitive. And then my next line being this quadratic right here, which goes from 12 batteries up to 20, which has a gentle quadratic, which is a gentle quadratic to save money by producing in bulk. And then we have my exponential function that prevents unrealistic price drops, and it goes from 20 batteries and above. Each section uses the best behavior for that range. This creates a smooth, realistic curve for all order sizes. Using the piecewise function, here are our prices compared to our competitors. Across all pack sizes, we save customers money. Our lowest being 10 cents, and then our highest being a whole $2, showing that we consistently undercut competitors while keeping realistic profit margins. I looked at a real-world buying situation. If a customer needs 12 batteries, they would purchase an 8-pack and a 4-pack equaling $10, which is cheaper than buying our competitor's pre-prepared pack of 16, which costs $10.50. But our 12-pack is $9, which is a far better value, undercutting by a whole dollar. And then if a customer needs 30 batteries, they would purchase two 16 packs, getting them to 32 batteries, costing them $21, but then also getting them two more batteries than they desire. While buying our 30 pack would cost them $16.40. So, why piecewise? A piecewise model works best because it matches real market behavior, avoids unrealistic predictions from a single function, keeps pricing smooth and realistic at all ranges, gives us control over margins in each segment, overall showing how battery pricing actually works instead of forcing one formula to do everything. In summary, the piecewise model is accurate, competitive, mathematically justifiable, customer-friendly, and profitable. Thank you so much, and I'm happy to take any questions. And down below is my email. Have a great day.